What's going on, Joe Squad? This your boy Joe, and I'm back with another video. And here we go again. Nick Dick Riding Wright. He back at it in the media, talking some nonsense, talking some straight nonsense. So I so happened to catch an episode of First Things First, and they were talking about Kevin Durant being the best player in the NBA and whether or not he's ever been the best player in the NBA. And while I found the content extremely interesting, I had to wonder, did they have a valid point? Because Kevin Durant, for a long time was always in the conversation, but it seems as if he could never take the mantle, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't give him credit for what he did in Golden State, which is crazy because they make the Golden State Warriors seem just undefeatable, you know what I'm saying? And really and truly, dog, the Golden State Warriors were, before KD got there, just a well put together team. Like Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, they were not the superstar, high regarded. Steph was, I'll say Steph was, coming out of Davidson, man. They knew Steph was money, but then he was hurt early on. He had the issues with his ankle. He just wasn't living up to the expectations, right? So they put this team together like Draymond Green, undersized, big. Nobody, you know what I'm saying, really even thinking he gonna last in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So, people make a big deal about the Warriors, but man, the Warriors were a drafted team that was put together, that had a good coach and figured it out. Klay and Steph can shoot that thing. Draymond Green is a great tweener. He's not a big man, but he can run the floor. He can post up. He plays, physical. And he can pass the ball, and he can occasionally hit the three ball, and then they had a cast of good pieces around that team, and they were well coached. So then, yes, you add someone like Kevin Durant to that team, it does make them very, formidable. Because you got a dude that can play in any system. He shoot that thing. But they were talking about whether or not he was ever better than Giannis. And if I had to pick, I would say, I don't know, man. Everything in me is choosing KD. But Giannis does a lot of things better. He rebounds the ball better. He gets to the line more. He attacks the basket better. If I had to say, KD is a better shooter, better ball handler, better overall scorer. But Giannis scores the ball at a high clip too. He just don't shoot the ball very well. So I don't know, man. I might have to give the edge to Giannis, But the conversation was about, whether or not, if the Suns won the championship, does that give KD the throne as the best player? If they go to the championship and they win, does that make him the best player? So that's what they were debating. And of course, Kobe had to get disrespected, dog. He had to disrespect Kobe, bro. And I'm happy he did that, because there's an argument I can put to bed. Y'all, there's an argument I can put to bed for sure. So man, I'm gonna let y'all listen to this clip, and man, I'm gonna come back and we gonna talk about it.
You have yet to tell me, other than shooting, what Kevin Durant does better than Giannis.
Wait, hold up. I don't like how that sound. Hold up. Let me get this audio together real quick. See, man, this stuff you're supposed to do before the video, man. All right. Go back a little bit. Here we go.
shooting, what Kevin Durant does better than Giannis?
I understand. So I don't think that Kevin Durant is a better defender. I think that, like you said about playmaker, is equivalent. But I don't think it has always simply been a checklist of skills that we go side by side to determine who the best player alive is. Do you agree with this?
Who in Milwaukee is as good as Devin Booker?
Well, I agree with that, bro.
So he's got more help. Giannis does more things great. How, if they win, I'll give him props, but that means he's better?
So if the Bucks lose in round 2 to Cleveland, there is nothing that can happen the rest of the postseason that opens the door for someone else to be considered the best player in the league. Again, we agree who it is, but can I show who I think has held?
And before he get to this graphic, you see how they like to change the narrative. You see what they doing, right? It's no longer about the fans deciding who's the best player. Now they're making a criteria. They're creating a narrative. You know, they're about to they're making a criteria for, okay, you have to have done this to be the best player, be considered the best player. It's no longer about your play on the basketball court. You see what they doing? That's what they do. Then everybody started watching this shit and be like, well, so-and-so gotta, he didn't do this or he didn't do that. So, just wanted to see if y'all caught that. But he about to show us this graphic, and then I'm about to go in.
I only think 12 guys ever have held this title. And I think that...
Let me back it up just a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to move that ball head ass boy out the way. I'm handsome, so I'm about to shrink myself a little bit. All right, man. Let's get to the nitty gritty.
Best player in the league. Again, we agree who it is, but can I show who I think has held? I only think 12 guys ever have held this title, and I think that the way you hold the title is either winning consistently MVPs, getting your team deep into the playoffs every single year, or just being head and shoulders better than everyone. Can we show it, Hubs? I think we can. So Russell and Wilt split it in the 70s. In the 60s. Kareem had it for the entirety of the 70s. Moses, then Bird, then Magic. Jordan then had it unquestionably. When Jordan left, Hakeem had it. Then Jordan had it again. Then it was Shaq, Duncan, LeBron for a decade, and Giannis since then. Listen.
All right. Bruh, this is why I can't fucking stand watching this shit sometimes, bruh. I like Tim Duncan, man. He a great player, bruh. But we gotta put this shit to rest. So, basically, Kobe was never the best player in the NBA, right? Pretty much. That's what we saying. Kobe was never the best player in the NBA, right? Because, yeah, Kobe was never the best player in the NBA. Yet he was in your top 5 for best players of all time, right? And he made this graphic in 2012, right? He got LeBron's run as the best player alive from 07 to 2018. This graphic, 2012, LeBron ain't even on this list. And I remember the last time we was having this discussion and everybody was talking about LeBron hadn't won yet. He hadn't won yet. LeBron had been in the league since 2003. So 4 years of being in the league, Nick Wright says he was the best player in the NBA. But yet 2012, because that means he would have had a decent run from 07, right? The 5-year run from 07 to 2012. He would have had a 5-year run of being the best player in the NBA. But yet, he's not in Nick Wright top 5. You see Kobe in the top 5, right? I'm never gonna let this graphic go, because that shows you their bias. That shows you that they be full of shit. All right. Now 2007 to what? LeBron leaves and goes to Miami. Right? He leaves and goes to Miami. 2000 after the 2000 10 season. So 11-12, he in Miami. Right? They win the title 12-13. So he don't get his title until we out of the 2000s. Right? He get his title in the 2010s. You dig? Right? That's when he get his first title, in the 2010s. Because I always give LeBron the 2010 era, you know, like 2010 to about 2020. I give him, that's his era for me. Right? That's his era. Because he gonna have won all of his championships in that time span. And I always give Kobe the 2000s. Because Kobe won all his championships in the 2000s. But yet, we have Tim Duncan. I don't have a problem with Tim Duncan. I really don't. But I had to take notes on this one. We talked about LeBron. Obviously, LeBron, you know, this idea, like he liked to say, this idea that Kobe gets to be in the discussion just is, it drives me crazy. Bro, shut up. Clearly, you had Kobe as the best, the top in your top 5 greatest players of all time discussion. So Nick Wright's criteria was, or I guess his criteria for being the best player alive was winning consistent back-to-back or consecutive MVPs, your team having deep runs in the playoffs, or you just being head and shoulders better than everybody, right? So in 2007, LeBron was just heads and shoulders better than everybody. Bro, stop it. In 2002, Tim Duncan was just head and shoulders above everybody. So in Tim Duncan's run went from 02 to 03, 04, 05, 06, 07. Bro, stop it. We gotta stop this dude, bro. He shouldn't be allowed to talk basketball, especially after this shit. But let's talk about it. So, and I bought notes, ladies and gentlemen. I bought notes today. So the Spurs, since Tim Duncan, and my argument is for Kobe. Kobe is the best player for the 2000s. That is his era. I give Jordan the 90s. I give Kobe the 2000s. Okay. And you may hear a little bit of that in this debate. But let's talk about the Lakers and the Spurs. Let's narrow this conversation. All right. So the Spurs, they won the championship in 99, right? 2003, 2005, 2007, and 2014. Okay. The Spurs never went back to back. So Tim Duncan doesn't have back-to-back titles. Tim Duncan's teammates, right? We ain't even talking about Robert Orr. We ain't even talking about him. David Robinson. And how you the best player in the entire league when in 07, you wasn't even the MVP of the NBA Finals. Tony Parker was the MVP of the Finals, right? People got to stop with this revisionist history, dog. So Tim Duncan gets best player alive from 02 to 07. But in 07, he's not even the MVP of the NBA Finals. Come on, man. What are we talking about, bro? Outside of Shaq winning the MVP, when is it ever a situation where Kobe is not going to be the MVP? Come on, man. We got to stop this, bro. We got to stop this. Then after that, you still got Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker, Hall of Fame players. We know they work. But even with that talent, the Spurs never went back to back. Tim Duncan was the league MVP in 01-02, where he averaged 25 points, 50% shooting, 12 rebounds, and basically 3 blocks a game. Kobe's average that season, 25 points, basically 6 boards and 6 assists. Spurs had the better record. Kobe's playing with Shaquille O'Neal. I can understand why they gave Tim Duncan the MVP. But being an MVP of the league doesn't necessarily mean that you're the best player in the league. We already know that. Because Jordan would have 10 MVPs, right? We know that already. LeBron would have more MVPs. Kobe would have more MVPs. It doesn't go to the best player. It goes to who has the player that's playing great and you have the better record. Simple, right? The next season, Tim Duncan, and this is the 02-03 season, he averaged 23 points on 51% shooting, 12 boards, and I didn't get the blocks on here, but basically 13 rebounds. You want to know what Kobe averaged that season? You don't want to know. The 02-03 season, Kobe averaged 30 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. Stop it, bro. And to say that Kobe was never the best player, if you're going to have Tim Duncan from 02 to 07 as the best player, come on, man. What we talking about? Kobe had better numbers. Right? Now, granted, that season, I want to say the Spurs beat the Lakers 4-2 in the playoffs. That 02-03 season. Tim Duncan's 23 points a game MVP season. The Spurs did beat the Lakers in the playoffs. And vice versa. Tim Duncan's first MVP season, the Lakers beat the Spurs in the playoffs, right? Kobe averaged 33 points against the Spurs. Kobe's career average against the Spurs is 28 points a game. He averages 28 against the Spurs. Kobe's playoff career, Tim Duncan versus Kobe in the playoffs. Kobe's 18-12 against the Spurs, averaging 28 a game. I mean, Tim Duncan's averages 24, 12, and looks like 4 blocks. So that's not bad. Kobe has better average in points, right? So Kobe has the career, has more career wins than Tim Duncan when they face off in the playoffs. So that's not even a rivalry. Kobe said, get on out the way, I got this. You know what I'm saying? So the idea that Tim Duncan's never went back to back. So you can't show dominance in your era not going back to back. I'm sorry. Kobe went back to back twice. He did it with Shaq, 3-peat, and without Shaq, back to back. Kobe's championships are all in the 2000s. All 5 of them. Dominated the 2000s. We gonna dominate with Shaq, and I'm gonna dominate without Shaq. Kobe had what, maybe a 2-year period. Shaq left in 04. So 05, 06, 07, 3-year period maybe, where he wasn't making deep runs in the playoffs, but was still destroying the league, averaging shit like 35 points a game. Come on, man. When was Tim Duncan ever better than Kobe? Now Tim Duncan got more league MVPs than Kobe. He got one more than him. But that 01-02, you know what I'm saying, was close. Then Kobe averaged 30 the year that Tim Duncan won MVP. Averaged 30. Come on, man. We got to stop with these narratives, man. We got to stop this. Because, I mean, it's getting silly. And then people be believing Nick dick riding Wright. Because he be on ESPN faking. Because in his heart, he know. Kobe in my top 5. And that's just facts. Do I need to slide it back up? Where is that? There it is. There it is. 2012, you had Kobe in your top 5. But yet, we can't find Kobe nowhere on this list. Come on, man. Is it a conspiracy to ruin Kobe's legacy? Is it? It might be. It might be, dog. But anyway, I just had to get on Nick head real quick about this Tim Duncan shit. I don't want to hear nothing else about Tim Duncan. You can't never say he was ever better than Kobe, dog. You may have said they got neck and neck. you might can say that. You might can say they got neck and neck, but that's about it, bro. He wasn't better for a longer period of time. His peak wasn't better. And I say peak not based on this analytical shit that that analytical jargon they be trying to give us. I'm saying, when you was at the height, did you win? How much did you win? You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing I'll give Tim Duncan, he touched every error. He touched at least 3 errors. He won 99, he won in the 2000s, and he won in the 2010s. Now, he did cross over some errors. Now, I will give him that. I can give Tim Duncan, top 10 for sure, easily. There's some people that's in a lot of people top 10s that gotta go. Like Wilt Chamberlain. Man, he gotta go, dog. You got 1 title. Jerry West, you got 1 title. You gotta go. You gotta move Timmy on up there. But I just feel like Tim Duncan's the best power forward of all time. Doesn't make him better than Kobe because MJ is the best shooting guard of all time. Like, nah. Kobe should be in the top 5 easily. I can make an argument for him being better than Magic. And this is why. You had probably one of a lot of people's best player of all time on your team as your teammate, dog. You don't get to be in that conversation. You ain't never won without Kareem. Kobe won without Shaq. Magic ain't never won without Kareem. But yet he gets to always be in the conversation. Man, stop it, man. Stop it. Magic is always in the conversation because Magic is cool with everybody in the media. Magic cool with everybody. He a legend. Don't get it twisted. You dig? But dog, you played with Kareem. Kareem won before he got Magic. You dig? But you played with Kareem. And Kareem was able to play with Magic. Well, he could just camp out. He ain't even have to be. Man, Kareem was winning championships when he was in his late 30s, dog. Because you got Magic Johnson. They won together, dog. That's like Shaq and Kobe stay together and they win 8 championships. Because that's probably what would have happened. They'd have won a good 6, 7, dog. If they could have really, really stayed together. You dig? They would have won a good 7, 8. But that would have only elevated Kobe so far. Because you can't go too far without Shaq. But then maybe we have a situation where Kareem and Magic get replaced by Shaq and Kobe. I can see that. I can see that being a thing. Because they would have won more than them. Like, Magic got 5 titles. Kareem got 6. You dig? If Kobe and Shaq would have stayed together, dog, they probably would have won a good 6 or 7. Easily. Because I think they're the best, duo. Most dominant duo ever. They would have won. You dig? But my thing is, people be so quick to give Magic the nod over Kobe. Like, and it's like, bro, we never got a chance to see what Magic was capable of. He had a situation in the finals where, you know what I'm saying, he did his thing. But Kareem was on the team the whole year and helped get you to the finals. So he helped put you in a situation so you can, when he hurt or he out, do your thing. Just like Kobe got put in a situation against the Pacers to do his thing. But Shaq was on the team the whole year. Like, come on, man. One thing Kobe got over them is that we seen Kobe change teams and change teammates and go back to back. Go to the championship again. Win back to back titles. You know what I'm saying? With somebody that's not a superstar. that wasn't a Shaquille O'Neal. We never seen Magic win without a Kareem. Come on, we seen Kareem win without Magic. Well, I didn't see it. I don't even think I was born yet, but I ain't see it. But you know what I'm saying. We seen that happen. So we got to start putting some respect on Kobe's name, man. And I don't want to hear shit about Tim Duncan. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing else about Timmy. Timmy in the top 10, but he ain't better than Kobe. Anyway, man, y'all subscribe to the channel if you new. Hit that like button. Leave a comment, man. Let's start having this conversation. You dig? Because I don't hear nothing else about Tim Duncan. That's over with. We just put that to rest. I don't hear nothing else about Timmy. That's it. That's it, dog. Man, so tonight around 8 p.m., man, I'm gonna be I'm gonna go on here. I might go live, I may not, I may just make a little video, I don't know. But we're gonna be giving away the Xbox. The criteria was just that all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and based on all of those comments, I'm gonna pick somebody, you know what I'm saying, and somebody gonna get an Xbox. My first time doing the giveaway, so I'm gonna be doing a little research, seeing what I need to do. But man, you ain't gotta do nothing but subscribe and leave a comment, man, and you might win an Xbox. But anyway, man, that's all the time I got right now. I'll see y'all later tonight, around 8 p.m. You dig, for the giveaway. Let me know what you guys think about this video. I don't want to hear nothing else about Tim Duncan. That's it. And Nick Dick Riding Wright is a fucking fraud. You just saw he a fraud. He in pocket. Keep telling y'all this shit, but y'all don't want to hear. Y'all want to LeBron. And LeBron's great. He ain't better than Kobe. Simple. Anyway, man, this your boy Joe Squad. I'm out.